The Farmers Almanac is calling for a very cold and snowy winter in Colorado for this upcoming winter. And I've got our Farmers Almanacologist, Cory Reppenhagen, here as well to break this down for you. But Cory, you know the Farmers Almanac people. You've interviewed them several times. I'm going to go through the methodology of them here, but I want your insight about that forecast for a very cold and snowy winter. What do you think about that, Cory?
Well, I mean, you think about the Farmers Almanac and their climate predictions. They in the winters they predict that it's going to be cold, right? So that's not too difficult, right?
It's going to be cold in the winter?
Yeah, and in the summers they say it's going to be warm.
Whoa.
Right? And so the perception from the public is that's very accurate, right? Because when the winter comes, you're feeling cold, right? So, and then you look at our forecast where we say it's going to be above average temperatures for the winter. And so above average temperature for the winter is 33 degrees. So they're thinking we are predicting a warm winter when in fact we're predicting a cold winter, but above average temperature. So the perception from the public, very cold and snowy, I'm telling you, that's going to happen.
Yeah, it will snow. You said it, Cory, you said it. So it's going to be cold and it's going to snow in Colorado this winter? No way.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the Farmers Almanac, they don't really tell us about their formula too much, but it has a lot to do with the lunar cycle, the planetary alignment. So that's stuff I don't buy into too much, but I really do like some of what the Farmers Almanac does because the predictions that they make are 2 years in advance. So they don't get to utilize things like the El Nino cycle, which is very localized and it happens very quickly. So when they made this forecast 2 years ago, just released it today, and there's some interesting things about where they get knocked on their percentages. So you're looking at, I think you said 52% accurate.
Yeah.
That's not their climate prediction. So when it says 52% accurate, that they do these weekly predictions. So 2 years from now, they predict that if you're going to have a wedding in October, you pick the week. That's where it struggles. So that's where they start to lose. That's where they get down to this 52% accurate. Nobody does that though. We're not going to make a prediction in October of 2027 what the weather's going to be like on that day. So it's interesting what they do. I just love the Farmers Almanac because if you look at it, they have 152 pages of really good information and 4 pages of weather. Weather's not what they do. So the Farmers Almanac, it's really, it's all the other information that I love about the Farmers Almanac.
Other creatures that can tell you it's going to be cold and snowy in Colorado this winter, Miles the mascot, as well as Penny the corgi. They will also inform you that it will be cold and snowy in Colorado this winter. So I think the point is, take the Farmers Almanac with a grain of salt, but yes, they are predicting a very cold and snowy winter, whatever that means.